How's it going, everyone? What is up? Welcome back to the channel and your daily dose of Mortal Kombat 11 news and discussions. So, as you can probably tell, I'm still sick, so this might be for some people a hard video to listen to. So apologies for me sounding sick as hell. But anyway, today I wanted to talk about Smoke and why we all love Smoke so much. I've seen a lot of people question me all throughout me talking about him over the past year and why I think he needs to be in Combat Pack 3. So today I wanted to kind of break it down, talk about this character, and talk about why I feel like we as a fandom behind this character actually enjoy him. So Smoke originally originated, I believe, in MK3. It was either MK3 or UMK3 when he was first playable. He first appeared in the Living Forest in MK2, behind some trees that had Ed Boon's face superimposed onto him, which was actually really cool and not a lot of people noticed. But this character was actually playable in MK3 or UMK3. And from that minute, I feel like a lot of people fell in love with the character. A lot of people immediately really enjoyed this character for many different reasons. Not just his design, not just his story, or his moveset, but, you know, just a plethora of other reasons and how he played into the cast. I feel like this character has so much potential behind him that hasn't really been fully pulled on in any Mortal Kombat story. If we're speaking story specifics, this character has a very interesting relationship with some of the main characters in Mortal Kombat. The main one of note being Kuai Liang Sub-Zero. He has a pretty much best friend relationship with Kuai Liang, even being brought up in Mortal Kombat 11 between Kuai Liang Sub-Zero and Noob Saibot, his brother Bihan, his dead brother. Talking about Smoke, he even says, like, you know, don't talk about my friends, or whatever else he says. And I feel like that's probably one of the most interesting relationships in Mortal Kombat, aside from Scorpion's relationship with Kuai Liang, Hanzo Hasashi's relationship with Kuai Liang, and Noob Saibot version of Bihan's relationship with Kuai Liang as well. It feels like Kuai Liang Sub-Zero has the most interesting relationships in Mortal Kombat, and that's something that I feel like they really need to be pulling on more. But this video really isn't about Sub-Zero, it's about Smoke. And I do feel like Smoke has probably one of the most interesting stories in Mortal Kombat, especially from the original trilogy to, you know, the 3D era, and now going back to the original trilogy in this reboot, and having the story kind of mixed up, and Kuai Liang getting cyberized, and Smoke not getting cyberized, but Smoke dying and becoming a Revenant, and then us not hearing about him for 2 games. That's pretty much as far as his story goes, from MK9 to MKX to MK11. He was playable in MK9, had a pretty big role in the story, became a Revenant. We saw him once in MKX, and the Revenant storyline got resolved in MK11, and he was nowhere to be found anywhere through it. So he's kind of been shafted as far as story goes lately. But even beyond that, the character design, how the character looks, what his whole character is based around being Smoke, how he emits puffs of smoke from his body, and how his moveset really plays into that. He's got one of the coolest movesets that I've ever used in a fighting game, outside of, like, you know, three-player tag fighting games like Dragon Ball, Marvel vs. Capcom, some other games like that, Blaze Blue. You know, outside of those games, like in standard 2D fighting games, 2D, 3D fighting games, he's got one of the coolest movesets I've really used, especially in Mortal Kombat or Injustice. How he uses smoke in his entire moveset, even in MKX, where it's like a dumbed down version of the character. I feel like even in its dumbed down state, you run into insane 50-50 mix with loops, resets, just pressure out the ass, cool ass combos. His moveset from game to game, how they change it but don't change it too much to where it still feels similar. They just do a really really damn good job with this character in specific, in my opinion. And they do it really well with some other characters like Sector and Cyrax, but I feel like Smoke is one of the characters that has translated the best from the OG trilogy to the 3D era, even into the reboot, and even having his character, you know, kind of stolen, like morphed into by Triborg and MKX as DLC. Just a very interesting character overall. I feel like he's got a great design behind him, a great move set behind him, a great story behind him, and I feel like all of that packs the full punch for what you really want in a character in a story, but more so a fighting game character, a character that you can really get behind their story, their design, and you really connect with the moveset. I feel like that is one of the best things about Smoke for a lot of people who enjoy the ninjas in Mortal Kombat. He's not only a badass character with a badass, design and story, he's also got this really cool moveset that's fun to use. But those are my reasons for loving Smoke. This is a character, probably my favorite character in Mortal Kombat. He's always been the most interesting character to me, outside of like Kung Lao, but Kung Lao, not a lot of people agree with, why I think Kung Lao is cool. Maybe that's a video for the future, but Smoke is a really cool character to me. If you guys love Smoke as well, let me know in the comments why you love Smoke. Are they along the same lines as my reason? I feel like everything about Smoke is why I love Smoke. That's the thing about it. There's not one specific thing that's like, yep, that's the one reason I love this character. It's like, no, just the whole character is awesome to me. Let me know your reasons in the comments down below, and let me know your favorite character in Mortal Kombat, whether they're in the game or aren't in the game. I'm very interested to hear what you guys have to say about that. And also a huge shout out to my supporters, YSM Dino, The Thinny, Master of XPC, Sir D, Frank the Tank, H2O, Ricky Laughlin, and Patrick Thompson. You guys are fucking legends. Thank you for supporting the channel. I really appreciate you guys. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. My name is Tootin. I've been your host. I'm still sick, and I apologize for the very nasally video. And I'll see you guys next time, hopefully feeling better. Peace out.